But I can't introspect here and...
Okay, Sajjad, we need to come back to you. Nidhi spoke with Omar Abdullah just a short while ago in this fractured verdict where it could be anyone's government.
Well, joining us now, the President of the National Conference, Omar Abdullah, who's just landed in Srinagar from Delhi. Omar, based on the trends until now, it's pretty certain that no party will be able to form a government on its own. So we're looking at alliances. So are you ready now for that tie-up with the Congress party?
I think it's just where the tie-ups will lie and who they will lie with. It's early days yet. We still have a number of seats for which even trends are not available. So let the final trend of the assembly become clear, and then we'll know. I think one thing we're pretty certain of is that the Jammu and Kashmir National Conference should emerge in this assembly as the single largest party. The moment that happens, we will stake claim to form the government. The only thing that will remain to be seen is whether we can do it just with independents or whether an alliance party like the Congress becomes necessary. Personally, I think an alliance with the Congress would not be a bad thing as opposed to independents, because there's more discipline when it's a two-party system rather than a number of different independents floating around.
Okay, that's an important point you're making. You're saying, you prefer an alliance with the Congress. Now, let me ask you about who would be Chief Minister. I know you've declared Farooq Abdullah, your father, as the Chief Ministerial candidate. But is there a possibility, and I'm saying this because there are people within the Congress who would prefer you as Chief Minister, to be frank. Is there a possibility it could be you, that there could still be a rethink on this?
Well, I think the same way in which the Congress did not get a say in the Congress-PDP alliance and who their chief ministerial candidate would be, and it was Mufti Sayyid Saab. I think in the same way, the Congress will have to leave it to the legislative party of the National Conference to take a final decision. And
it's not a final decision yet that it is Farooq Abdullah.
It's the decision that we've taken, but don't forget, it's never final until it's endorsed by the legislative party. The legislative party will meet, they will endorse the decision, and once they endorse the decision, it becomes final. Until then, it was only a projection.
Everyone's talking about the turnout in this election, and none of us expected this incredible turnout. What does this turnout tell you?
I think it tells us a lot. It tells us that the separatists struggle to hold popular support without the gun. In the absence of a gun, the separatists are not able to have their writ run beyond maybe a handful of areas within Srinagar. Secondly, that people are willing to separate the Kashmir issue from their day-to-day issues. And a lot of this vote was about the day-to-day issues that they face with employment, with development, with corruption and things like that. And I think it's also shown us that in circumstances of peace, we can have as good an election as any other part of the country. In fact, in some cases, better.
All right, Omar, thanks very much for speaking to us. This is Nidhi Razdan reporting for NDTV from Srinagar.